student loan payments are set to resume after a 3-year pandemic pause. Interest on those loans has started to accrue, and monthly payments will be due next month.
Yeah, next month. So what does this mean for you at home? We are joined now by ranking member of the House Subcommittee on Higher Education and Work Development, Florida Congresswoman Frederica Wilson, to break it all down for us. Congresswoman, good to see you, and thanks for being on again.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
Of
See
course.
You. Good afternoon.
So what do borrowers need to be doing right now as we get ready to start paying back these loans?
Well, I think they really need to be checking their status. So they need to go to studentaid.gov, put in their ID number, and find out what status they are in at this particular time. This is a crucial time. They need to find out what their alternatives are and how much money they actually owe, and then they need to make a plan. They need to make a plan as to how they want to begin paying their loan back and setting up a system with their families as to how this is going to be done. Some of them might be surprised. They might not owe any money because there are millions of people who loans have been forgiven and they don't know it.
Oh, that's interesting. Now, President Biden has, though, launched a new repayment program, and it's actually called the SAVE Plan. And the White House is touting it what is the most affordable student loan program ever. So this is income driven, correct? How does that help a struggling borrower?
Well, it really is just fabulous. President Biden has done all that he can to give our student loan debt holders some relief. So what happens is they will take into account the number of people in your family, how many people you are responsible for, and it will also take into account your income. For instance, say you make $15 an hour, you won't have to pay anything. So it's a formula-driven repayment plan that President Biden has come up with, and is absolutely fabulous. It is the first time any president has done anything to give relief to student borrowers, and we're with him 100%.
And speaking of relief, Congresswoman, you have a bill, the Loan Act, to help address the student loan crisis. How will it work?
Well, the Loan Act, you have to think about it. We cannot every year just cancel student debt. So we have to look forward. What do we do with the class of 2025, 2026? So we start out by doubling the Pell Grant. We start out by reducing the interest rates. And we start out by helping students make a plan as to how much money they actually need, how they're going to get it, how they're going to pay it back. And when we reduce those interest rates, I am really working on a program to have no interest. These will be student loans with no interest. So that's how we're going to fix this, because you just can't keep going into classrooms every year saying to little children in elementary school, you can be anything you want to be. Stay in school, mind your parents, be a good citizen. And when you grow up, you can go to college. So they dream big. They dream about helping their parents come out of poverty by getting an education and having a career. And then they dive into a whole sea of student debt because they cannot afford college without taking out a loan.
And that is
so
reality.
We have to find a way to make this a reality for our children.
Absolutely. And some economists have even expressed concerns that restarting the student loan program could actually hurt the economy overall if people have less discretionary spending now. Do you agree with that?
No, I think that when we give people relief, they can pay their bills, they can keep a roof over their heads, they can buy food for their family, they can plan their future. And so it's important for us to think about what we're doing, and it angers me to know that so many members of Congress had their PPP loans forgiven. We just bailed out 2 banks, and remember when we bailed out the automobile industry? They called it it was crazy, the loans that we have forgiven, and our children cannot even file for bankruptcy with some of these student loans. So we have to find a way, otherwise this economy will really be in trouble, because they have to find a way for everyone to live and for people to be able to meet their obligations.
All right, Congresswoman, thank you for being on. We know you were stuck in traffic for a minute, but thanks for making it. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you again.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.